Hey guys, today I just want to talk about Primecoin, and the reason I want to talk about Primecoin, and it's funny is like when I like jumped onto the crypto space, I was actually only trading at BTC-E, which if you've ever been to BTC-E, it offers Peercoin, Namecoin, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. I actually wish I like used to own a lot of Peercoin and I sold it, and I really regret that because obviously if you look at the price today, it's a dollar 20 and it was valued at 22 cents. I was really into Peercoin. I was really into like the 2014 coins, and like they were developed in like 2012, 2014. And the reason I got into them is because that's all BTC-E offered. And BTC-E is actually one of the best exchanges, although people talk down on it because it's not glamorous, but it's actually one of the most secure because it does that and it only offers coins with very secure networks. And I don't really know about Nova Coin, but whatever. But basically, what I'm getting at, so I did a lot of research on these coins, and Peercoin, for example, is pretty good tech. Like it's really high tech. You could just tell because based on, and so is Namecoin too. The whole idea of a domain name being completely secure through the dot bit, and Peercoin being energy efficient, and there's certain aspects of the Peercoin, for example, when it's mined in large amounts. The competitiveness for the mining increases, so therefore less blocks can be mined. If for example, that doesn't really happen with Bitcoin, where it's actually hard. Like Bitcoin, for example, when Bitcoin halves every so often, Peercoin like that happens. The block rewards. I just believe that this is correct. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that in Peercoin, when the block size or like the amount of the block reward gets smaller as more people start mining it, or it gets larger, one or the other. So depending on the price, I don't know exactly. But anyways, like the developer of Peercoin was Sunny King, and as you can see, Peercoin is still a successful project. There's still a lot of money involved. I think the next to follow that is Primecoin. And Primecoin is really interesting because of the use of prime numbers. And I try to pretend I know a lot about blockchain, but I really don't. I understand the philosophical concept of it, but I do not understand the coding and what goes into this. But prime numbers are actually very notorious for being, they kind of hold a lot of weight in mathematics because of their specific quality. And it's just really interesting to apply the idea of prime numbers to a coin. And I think people underrate this tech tremendously. In the crypto space, I think a lot of marketing has kind of taken over, but people are forgetting that the marketing doesn't matter, but what matters is the tech behind the coin. And it's like security, because that's really the real use of it. So, like you have a lot of coins that kind of rely on their image, such as Dash, for example. I know people really like Dash, and Dash, obviously, the market talks when it comes to Dash. I was never really a fan of it just because to me it didn't. It was just it was just too typical, I guess. It was very marketed, and I guess it has done success for the coin. But to me, it's not so much the market cap of the coin that matters. To me, it's like, okay, how can it stretch a gain? Do I care if I invest in something that is, yeah, okay, it's going to go up, but the market cap now is at $1 billion. Am I really going to get into that? Who's got the $1 billion to keep pushing it higher? Not as many people versus the millions that they're willing to throw into Primecoin or Peercoin because they understand the tech rather than just a coin or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just saying to look at Primecoin. Keep an eye on it. I can't buy any right now because I'm just waiting on a lot of stuff, and I don't really want to sell any Steam for it because Steam is looking very good right now, and it doesn't really make sense to sell Steam. But it's definitely my list of coins to buy because I think they're going to go up for sure. I mean, I see this coin one day having a 50 million market cap, like easy, maybe 25 million. Just seeing all the money that's flowing into the space, I think it's very possible. And it's been going up for a while. I'm not necessarily saying to buy it. I'm just saying to keep an eye on it and educate yourself on it. And then maybe if you find yourself, well enough educated and you think it is good enough quality of a coin to buy, then maybe try it. And if you do so, buy small amounts. I just want to share Peercoin or Primecoin, excuse me. But it was the developer that developed Peercoin. His name's Sonny King. I've heard him on like Beyond Bitcoin before and things like that, or at least he like talked on it through his computer or something. He like was a very mysterious person. He seems like some sort of crypto genius in the space. Very hidden, very like quiet in the background, but is behind some very high tech coins. I think it's really cool, kind of like how Satoshi was. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Just check out Primecoin and look out.